Bun, ne-am întors cu Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Nu știu nimic despre joc, doar că e top-down. Nu am niciun DLC deocamdată, că nu-mi pasă, că... Stai. Take up a mantle of Rogue Trader, the sign of ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringe of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Von Valancius, and it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks, as with the countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It's the most to hold the reins of Shattered Protectorate and forge a new path for the Von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of war, intrigue, calamities, and heresies. The stakes are high and the race rise even higher if you cross path terribly powerful, ambitious adversaries, dark. Sturge lumina asta. Model designed for players unfamiliar with the base game system or those who play attack infrequently. Normal atunci. Asta putea și story. Dar cred că e prea mult story. Continuăm așa. Normal. Soldier. Fac un custom character. Rogue Trader detail custom process allow you to character to choose before. Avem aici portret. Interesant. Custom portrait. Adică poți să-ți faci portretul tău. Da, interesant că poți să faci să-ți pui propriul portret. Să mă chinui oare să-mi fac propriul portret. Nu-i pentru mine. Trebuie să mă duc cu ea și chestii. Gata, am făcut. Dar cred că începem cu asta. Sau asta cum arată. Nu. Asta e fine. Că prea modificat ăla. Sau ăsta. Asta e. Așa. Appearance. Fața. Body. Skin tone. Așa. Părul. Facem părul. Ăla nu este. Serios? Asta e părul. Prea pare băiat. Chiar cam așa. Eyebrows, tattoo, zero, pigmentații. Dar de ce... Să am neapărat chestia aia pe față? Nu. Body, nu? Asta e doar modifică ăla. Uite-o. Beardo. Beard color. Scars 0. Fără argumentați. Stai. Nu.
We have purified. The best defense is a good blood and mayhem shall be our
Time for a round of
Looks like we have a problem on our hands. Perfect. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Now that's
Merge asta.
interesting.
Asta.
Let my fury. The Emperor gave me a vision.
My supremacy is proven once again.
Ok. Homeworld. Îs vreo câte 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Death World. On Death World's plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself take aggression and destruction form in human life. Although exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death World possesses valuable resources that require no outpost or human presence. The planet to surface to harvest. This hard environment results in some of the hardiest and most resilient population in the galaxy. When the wound of Death World character dropped below, treasures they gain to result on temporary wounds. Intelligence Fellowship, willpower, critical system, ready to serve, familiar kickback, strength, physically strong, damage carrying with melee weapons. Voidborn humans birthed in the belly of the void vessel of a border in ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived in their lives of fortune become inured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of the warp travel and live in low zero gravity environments. In many cases, the feature are drawn to set skin pallid, minor deformities or strangely their speech gait, or even appearance set them apart from others' fortune. Can reload any failed attack to HP character skill test. Chance to success. Bloody mess. Anytime Voidborn character scores a critical hit, double damage. Flash. Contagious luck, jinx. Hive world. So there's a great swatness of the surface, the world frequently covered, random city bejeweled. Spies with a hive world are vital to Wolf and Imperium. They're beating hard of the economy in the war machine. They produce munitions, Emperor armies, and vast mines, valuable minerals. Some of the regiments of the Astra Militarum are raised from the massive population as well. 3 or more in this 3 cell radius. Namide. Forged for purpose. Chose to commit subskin armor. System. Stai. Forge War domain Adeptus Mechanicus, entire planet seated in its vast of macro industries. Manufacturing super complex and manageable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different forge worlds become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. These are often called by technology they specialize in manufacturing. Imperial. Imperial characters select any characteristic weapon skill based. Imperial world is one of the million planets united by belief that mortal god emperor, hailing from hyper-technological society to grim feudal population, the inhabitants of countless worlds of fealty devotion to the master of humanity. The imperial world occupies a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. Fortress world, find the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day and they may be called upon to defend the Imperium. Some of the fortress world are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. Each time a character kills an enemy, they gain they just stuck and never stop shooting. Nah, cred că asta e random. Mai basic. Pe Homeworld, Imperial World. Strength. Damage inflicted by melee weapons allow lift heavier world. Cred că e melee. Perception. character with high percent can pick up stray bolt or shell, causing. I will tell them someone has been deceased. Stand the horrors of the warp, terrors of space, dreadful opponents. This negative small I feel like psychic power. Fellowship. Ways to interact with creatures, deceives, charm, retreat. High fellowship character. Dăm, începem cu strength. Originea. Astra Militarum. Commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium in the first line of defense of the myriad threats in the humanity. Method when used for one round military commander do not suffer commander. Commissaro. Crime Lord. No. Priest. Officer. Race for impact. Noble. Psyker. Ballistic. Fellowship quest. Weapon skill. Sau ce face comisarul? Comisar. Ruthless officer charged in maintaining the moral, discipline, and fighting spirit of the Astra Military. They used to be his faithful servant at all costs. Shoots an ally character with the pistol equipped in the primary arm. Allied character. What? Ce? Combat training. Is for impact. Navy officer grants a braced effect on each ally, including himself. Charge. Responsible for fleets of void ship that search dominant the Imperium in the stars, fulfill other duties connected to avoid the warp travel. Used to be a Navy officer and a commander of void ship, hardened in numerous battles. Ăsta este Capitanul. Triumph. You lure pirate squadron into a gravitational tier of star, thereby destroying the whole fleet. First to take a new reclaimed warp route, close to humanity lost commerce, awareness. Deck use. Repair the ability to use repair complex high-tech value. Jucam asta. Darkest Tower. So dark and foreseen system, and the things you have seen Lemma soul never heal. Logic. Sau persuasion. Și board of advising basically is why enduring many horror all the time. Mercy. Got better review and restore piracy in your cut right hand. Asta. Wow. You can only choose one of the first tier archetypes at the moment. Archetypes are a development path that you follow, characters follow. Each archetype encapsulates a unique set of skills and expertise that present specific combat speculation. Specialization. Frontline warrior to dispense leader by fairing command from the rear, which is what you want. Officer. Operative. Soldier. Soldier. Stoppable force frontline beacon. down. Officer. Gets an extra turn. So use their willpower and flesh to improve the combat capabilities of their allies, turning them into greater threats in the battlefield. It's a master of all range weapons. Intelligent exploit. None can withstand. It's a warrior. Melee prowess, couple of high damage. Melee. Hacen como melee. Melee. Weapon skill. Increases parry and reduces enemy. Doar 2. Ok. Asta e nava mea. Edit. Oh. Cervus. Forecast designed to prevent high speed. Mention 1.6 km. Flagship. Rogue Trade's personal ship. This is the pride and von Valanche's dynasty. The guy is Lord Captain from one world and laying waste to all that stand in the way. Nice. Ignatius? No. Logica, la mine nu prea. Da. Tech use. Bun. Începem aventura. Alt presa inichi. Oh. Excelente.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
You are in dialogue. Here you can learn about the current events, influence characters you are speaking with, or even alter the course of game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue. Right. I reply by clicking click. Click and click. Let's correspond. Got it. Ah, pot cu număr. Truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtwehr,
Voigtwehr.
Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Pause his head and focus attention. Așa. Hyperlinks. You can hover a cursor over highlighted words that can know about them. The tooltips can appear. Help you better understand the world. Game world. Așa. Words are highlighted often they first appear in text. Scroll up the devil and desire. Deci Rogue Trader îi exploring, exploiting still uncharted regions of the galaxy in benefit of mankind. Okay. Master of the Whispers. Wow. O să vezi asta. Nice, interesting. Commodore Van Meyer, Lord Captain.
My regards, Lord Captain. Though perhaps I should refrain from addressing you thus while aboard this vessel. With all due respect, I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed.
Okay.
You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Is there another candidate?
And you will meet him soon enough.
Curious title, Master of the Chief. Character.
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links, both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Ok. Stai că nu m-am ascultat. Weak links among așa, e un spion. Okay. Why am aboard this session? Why I brought her?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Okay.
I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
The guy's paint is still an Imperial man. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let's address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meet.
Graphics. Nu am uitat la graphics. Particle lighting, shadow quality, depth of field, bloom. Nu ne trebuie așa ceva. Film grain, anti-aliasing. Ok, display. Accessibility. Poți să schimbi difficulty.
With Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
End dialogue. Rogue Trader Theodora Vansel desires to speak personally with the person. View card by click and click. Click and click. Spot a symbol will appear and character move towards it. Așa. Asta și eu. Vrea să de... Oh. La mini. Tabu? Tabu doar văd.
Every moment a chance for greatness.
Secundă. Bun, am modificat niște opțiuni aici. Dau și un save. Game save, perfect. Haide. Some objects in the game can be interactive with a special way. They are marked with specific items. Some icons allow you to study objects. Other transfer characters to your neighbor location or launch a small event. Those icons become visible when your character is standing close enough to interact. Așa. Such as doors or chests are not always marked with icons, but the cursor can change. Web hover. Tab to highlight. Tab to highlight object.
Let's seize the moment.
Games has been interfered. That's true. Information on a large screen above the current system. Massive conference table of this crafted real wood. A resource incredible value. Raise the god machine.
Onward to victory.
Cui să roagă ăștia? Candled altar with a copy of the 2 meters volume of Lex Imperialis, Sacred Laws. Servitor.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Tutorial la combat. To survive the grim darkness of our future, you have to face enemies in all kinds and fight for your life. It's tutorial familiarizes symbol. Battle begins. Start battle. Ce cine urmează? turn-based, take place on the grid and they can points. More costly. Numbers are restored. Stuck a drag. Movement points, action points. Attack action. You end the turn space. Act. One charge. Deflection. Melee can affect attack opportunity. Fine, I'm just... Fuck. Căcat tot zis. N-am nimic altceva decât... Damage, cred că... Asta nu știi nimic, mă. Carry to descend weapon. Carcă chestii inutile. Au, cât dodge era asta.
To the heretics!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here.
Da, da. Foarte
I
ciudat.
have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Spread now noise relativamente the premises stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay. Up. Formations, cargo. Okay. Tab. Battle tank reclaimed restored.
Forge ahead. Never linger.
It's hard at work. Stai.
Marching ahead.
Scanning people around the decks move. Loud grinding noises. Crew officer.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6?
Ion 6? Deja trebuia să suntem la Ion 2. Nici nu a apărut în Europa. First impression didn't hurt, but appears to be 30 years old. Parchment-like skin stretched over tightly mended vessels, implants. And bone, the nervous twitching fingers, like thick and jerky movements. Features appears they have careful marble talent. Head rise high, proud posture, hands clapped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Elf. Man, it's just bearings that are slated bracelet. Posters and bulges containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Okay. The world is populated with your character skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. Just as succeeding information will be revealed, the hidden dialogue. If your character is traveling with the allies, the party member with the highest score and applicable skill. Speech could well be the natives, name of dangerous aliens. Well, the force verified that is indeed the case, and the population engages in xeno worship. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening in witchcraft or not. It might cost several passes to do so, but it will give us.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after a
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
Does it become anyone? Does it become anyone of our status to engage in petty fields? Find your term was disagree with me. Kindly alter the manner to understand.
Even among his flock, not all are of a piece. I suggest you familiarize yourself with that fact before you are sorely.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
Hope you'll clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Okay.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Yo.
Oh,
ready.
yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
What is having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. You were once a Lord Captain yourself, aboard your own ship. You know everything there is to know about the life of this gargantuan beast and its thousands of crew members. You know how fickle machine spirits can be, how weak-willed are the rabble from the lower decks, how a single tactical decision can turn the tide of a battle. Few people can claim to have such priceless experience that is so... Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the von Valancius dynasty, well... I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Of his deck, some sort of
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
here.
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, you can start. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that... The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand... for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the Surely I should not have to explain such things to a former Commodore? Did you never set foot outside your stateroom?
Sure.
Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp. an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By
Void.
entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead. Sometimes, in
Yeah,
that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you...
Ó. Michi. Na Michi. Combat acts and turns. Their order determines the initiative roll. The order determines the silence. Been ambushed. Show sabe.
Look out!
Follow my
Holy moly.
My faith strengthens me.
What?
Die!
I serve the ruinous powers!
I've suffered worse.
Cover to avoid patronage. If the attack is. Kababoom. Ballistic skill. Wow.
Death to non-believers!
Just a minor setback.
Chaos guides me!
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Die, what the?
I took care of this one. Weapon at the ready. For the glory of the Imperium.
Oh man.
Out of my way!
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Character has a. Perfect. Uderâs în fața lui asta.
A tactically sound approach. Reduced to dust.
Deci cavaleria la sfârșit.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Fox. Get over shot.
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Show armor.
Let's see this through.
Pare că nu. Pe aici să duc sau? Lift. Interesant. Dar Dar salvăm și continuăm data viitoare.